baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
For Houston, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Wow, Boo. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Yainer Diaz digs in now. And now he steps off the rubber. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
That's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Ball one there.
No strikes.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Another 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Rogers Center. And today's starter, Framber Valdez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
It's 0-1.
Next offering upstairs. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
He is safe. Runner at third, nobody out here on opening day. Now the plate umpire is going to wave off the pitch as a balk has been called. And that's how they're going to bring across their first run of the game. Next offering way upstairs. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Toss to Turner. One gone, bottom half of the first. Anthony Santander at the plate. Big time power. Outside. Oh, I think we may have a balk called here. And we do. Umpire Freddie Ferguson making the call. That one a little bit high. Now 2-0.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
One away with a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Uh-oh, this appears to be a balk. And it is. Terrible timing for that sort of mistake. So that'll bring across a run.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to.
That's the balk. Runner takes second base.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strikes.
In the air out to center. And there are 2 down. He's in there.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here is Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it's filled up. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. So 2 down. Ernie Clement will hit next. To second, but way too late. Safe there. No pitch signaled now. And a balk is being called. Goldie on third with 2 out. Now no pitch is signaled. And wow, a balk is being called. And with a runner on third, that's going to bring home a run. There's a swing and a drive. Myers going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now it's going to be Jeremy Pena. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Take your base. Ball
it's tough
4.
after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Justin Turner, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Man, throw, save. 1 out and a runner at second. And he pops up the bunt, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
No balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Okert back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one is absolutely belted way back there. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Giancarlo Stanton now at the plate. He hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. Swing and a foul out of play. At the belt and fires.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Suzuki running hard for it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. The run scores from third. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Bunts it straight back to the mound. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Vic Caratini at the plate.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And that's in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. Struck him out looking. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Led off the game with a strikeout. Swing and a miss.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Oker, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Here's a rocket out to left. Alvarez pulls it down, and there's 1 down. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
That's a ball.
1 down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
2-2.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Yainer Diaz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Astros, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
And that's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him out. Two outs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez sprinting after it. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So a man aboard. Here's George Springer. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
On the corner for a strike. I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Next offering way off the plate. Runner at third here. Nobody out. That one drilled left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's 7-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. First pitch, not close. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there On the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
He balked.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now.
2-1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Lunging, but it gets down. Springer comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 8-0. So up next for Toronto, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That's a balk. Runner, move to second.
And first offering is fouled off. Stanton at second with nobody out. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. That misses the zone. 2-2. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Out towards right center field. Myers on the move. Makes the catch. Throws to second. With the throw in. No chance to get back. It's a double play. 2 outs. Base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
1-0. 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to
swing, and a ball hammered left field, and it's out of here into the home bullpen for a homer. And here is Anthony Santander. He's 0 for 1. Way upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Not even close there. 2-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Francis back to work. And that skips in the dirt.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Next offering upstairs.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And another ball.
3-0.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
3-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a full count.
Full.
He goes down looking. Here's Turner now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's down and away. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
1-1.
Bunted back towards the mound. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So a man at first. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. Gets him to chase after that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but
runner on the go. Bunt attempt. Popped up. Guerrero grabs it on the run. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take the season opener and move to 1-0.
Shades of Juan Marichal in this one, Boog. Outstanding work on the mound. A one-hitter for your first MLB win. Certainly something special.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
The afternoon for Houston, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
That's in for a strike at 95. And the home opener is underway. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
And now it's even up. Good eye in that spot.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Now, Yainer Diaz. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Next offering is in for a strike.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Runner, yes,
To first, and he breaks for second. Not in time. He's safe. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Pickoff move to second. Altuve back safely. Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. 1 ball throw, and they got him. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill here today, Spencer Arrighetti. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That's back there. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Fought off foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now to second, and that's not it. In the air out towards right center. Suzuki running hard for it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Anthony Santander at the plate.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Very high with that one. And that's ball 1. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Inside, almost got him. And they'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0. Dalton Varsho now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one not close, and it's 1-1.
2-1.
That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Paul Goldschmidt now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I think we might have a balk here. And yep, umpire Eric Summersgill making the call from behind the plate. Varsho, the runner at second with 1 away. No pitch signaled now. And a balk is being called. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Ernie Clement stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Line drive. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball. Second inning set to go. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
On the ground. Over to Goldie. And a quick out, number 1. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. This to third, and it's through for a hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the batter will be Justin Turner. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
So JT is down on strikes. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Now he steps off. Nothing doing.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Close one doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Cut on and miss. And the ball thrown away into center field.
He's safe. Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Francisco Alvarez. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays.
Time. You. Third base.
That one misses, and that's ball one. And a swing and a miss. Alvarez, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Sends it to first. That's one out the bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. Uh-oh, this appears to be a balk. And it is. Terrible timing for that sort of mistake. So that'll bring across a run. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0.
That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw to second is offline.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Guerrero takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. In the air, left field. Alvarez sprinting after it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. And a foul ball. Now no pitch is signaled. And wow, a balk is being called. And with a runner on third, that's going to bring home a run. Ripped to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No, he's safe.
And it's fouled away. I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Swing and a miss.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
0-2 now as he swings through it. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Vic Caratini at the plate.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
That's a little bit low.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a high chopper. Clement to first, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here is Paul Goldschmidt. Eric Getty back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Altuve makes the grab, one away. And the batter now, Ernie Clement. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Myers, long run into the gap. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. And that one almost got him. Swings and misses. And good work there. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Yainer Diaz. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Air Jordan steps in to take his hacks. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And he swings over the top there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That one felt good. It's 7-1. So 1 out, nobody on. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Inside. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out to short. Throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Pena at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter is George Springer. And that is out of play.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your hitters came to do some damage.
Line drive, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Toss to Turner, and they take care of Stanton for the out. And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. On the ground to first, Turner collects it. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 5th. So now Turner in on that right side. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Now he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play. So it's their last chance in this one. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different.
Throw to first, ball game, and the Blue Jays.
Lovers intertwined with no place to go, and so they kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come escape with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, and coast. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said.